Hello, Mr. Ronnie.
Hi, Berfine.
Hi, Mr. Ronnie.
You were a little bit late, so I decided to run to the bathroom.
Yes.
So, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very good, very good. How is school?
I don't go to school.
Is today the holiday, the sacrifice holiday?
No, I don't go for the quiz, for the study quiz.
Okay, okay. And what day? Now, your brother told me he thought it was June 4th. Is
No,
that the day of your test?
it's not 4th. It's 15th of June.
June 15th. Okay.
Yes.
So I will be in Guatemala then, June 15th. Oh, it's on a Sunday.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. Berfine's test on Sunday the 15th. Okay. Your brother told me that he thought that the English part of the test is not difficult.
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel so? How do you feel about the test? Do you feel like you're 100% ready, 50% ready, 0% ready? What do you think?
50% ready. I'm a little bit scared.
Okay. Okay. But you still have some time. You have about 2 weeks, right? A little more than 2 weeks. Okay. Well, very good. Very good. And how has you probably don't have time for art right now. Is that right?
Yes.
No painting, no coloring. But this summer you'll have time, right?
Yes.
That'll be very nice in the summer. Now, Berfine, I haven't seen you for a while. I'm going to look in my notes here. The last time I saw you was last Saturday. Okay. And last Saturday we talked about this word, which is an adjective, right? And it comes from this word, which is the noun vibrant. What do you remember about vibrant?
Vibrant is colorful.
Very good, very good. And what if I say a person is vibrant? What if I say Berfine is vibrant? What does that mean?
It means he or she is very funny or
Right? Funny, happy,
yes.
lots of energy, a fun person to be around would be vibrant. And then we also talked about these two opposites. What do you remember about those two words?
Sometimes your shoes is untied. You must tie it.
Right. And so, good. Go ahead.
No.
That's it?
Please.
Okay. And so you remembered that UN before a word meant not or no. So basically, untied means not tied. Okay?
Yes.
Now, Berfine, today's word is a lot of fun, and it's a very vibrant word. And I'm going to show you why it's a vibrant word. I want to look at this video for just a few seconds to show you something that is vibrant. Now, this was filmed at the Black Sea. Do you know where the Black Sea is? You know,
yes.
North of Turkey? Okay. So watch this. Okay. So Berfine, vibrant, isn't it?
Yes.
It is vibrant. And do you understand what makes the water do that?
Yes, but I don't know this animal name.
And I got to tell you, the word is hard to say.
Yeah, enemy.
Noctilons. How's that for a word? Noctiluna scintillans. Okay. And they are alive, aren't they?
Yes.
And it said when the water gets warm, when the water gets up to 24 degrees, then they begin to shine, they begin to glow. Okay, they make their own light. Okay, now, and the pictures are just beautiful. I loved looking at this and loved looking at all the colors. And when you move the water, then they start to shine and they look really pretty. Now, Berfine, this is a tough word and it's a big word. Go ahead.
But they aren't hurt you.
No, they don't. They don't hurt you. And that's why, did you notice there were people walking in the water? Did you see that?
Yes, I see.
Yeah. All right. Now, so that's where they live. And Berfine, here's the word. And it's a little bit tough, but you can do this. You're a smart young lady. You ready?
Yes.
Bioluminescent. Bioluminescent.
Bioluminescent.
That was perfect. That was a big word and you said it perfectly. Now,
Okay.
Is there a word in Turkish that's similar to bioluminescent?
Just a minute.
Okay, let me run it through
A
the
little bit, not very.
Okay.
It's
All right,
a subject name.
Ooh, can you pronounce that word for me?
I must read first. Bioluminescence. Yok.
Bioluminescent.
Sorry. Bioluminescence.
All right, it's a big word in English and in Turkish, isn't it? It's just a big word. And by the way, this is when it's a noun. So when it ends with an nt, it's an adjective, bioluminescent. When it ends bioluminescence with a ce, then it's a noun. Okay. And would you read that definition I wrote?
Living things that make light.
Okay. Now, this microscopic, very, very tiny organisms, they are bioluminescent. Can you think of something else that is bioluminescent? Remember when we did the F words?
No.
Do you remember this one?
Firefly. Yes.
Fireflies. Yes. Okay. Now I know you live in the city. Do fireflies live in Turkey?
I guess.
Yeah, they do live here in the United States. We don't see them in the winter, but in the summertime, you see them outside. That's very pretty. It's very pretty. Now, is that bioluminescence?
No.
Because the fan is not living, right? That's electrical light. It's not bioluminescent light. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, Berfine, one quick thing I want to show you about this word. Sometimes when you don't know what a word means, you can break the word up and think about it that way. Do you know what bio means?
No.
Okay. See that?
Yes.
Okay. So right away, we know this word has something to do with life. So it's not about rocks because that's not living. It's not about a metal because that's not living. It's something that's living. Now, look at this part. Can you guess what lumen relates to?
Lumen. I don't know again.
It means light.
Light.
So think bio, life,
life,
lumen,
light.
light. Doesn't that make sense? It's light that comes from life. It's light that comes because something is alive. Okay?
I understand.
Now, Belfine, you know also there are some plants that are bioluminescent.
Yes.
Yes. I don't think any of them live near me here in Georgia because I haven't seen them, but another student and I, we were reading about a bioluminescent mushroom. Now, you understand what a mushroom is?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess somewhere in the world there are bioluminescent mushrooms. Isn't that interesting? Okay.
Yes. Very interesting.
Ms. Perfine, last week you and I completely finished the letter G, and you did a super job. Today we're going to start with H. Do you know what this kind of bird is?
Hummingbirds.
A hummingbird, right? Beautiful little birds. Hummingbird. Now, did you hear that from your brother?
No.
Okay. This is called a hare.
Hare.
And I know when you look at it, you think, but Teacher Bernie, it's a rabbit. Yes, it is a rabbit, but its ears
Kind of
are
rabbit.
very long.
I
Okay.
understand.
Yeah. So a hare is a is
I
a
understand.
rabbit with very long ears. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you know that one.
Hippo.
A hippo, a purple hippo. Okay.
Horse.
Horse. Okay. I should Bauer. Who's this? What is this?
I don't know.
Okay, can you say that? Give it a try.
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog. Hedgehog. Hedgehog. Okay. Ooh, from a bee.
Honey.
Honey. Okay, very good. Honey. Now, this is a tough one. They live in Africa.
Oh, I know this in Turkish.
What is it in Turkish?
Tanzania.
That might be close. Okay, can you pronounce this?
Hanya.
Hyena. 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 And Berfine, they say that hyenas are actually very dangerous.
Yes.
No. Yeah.
Here we say Tasmania canavarı.
Right. And so, I mean, they make that picture look like he's real happy or something, but hyenas are dangerous. If you go to Africa, stay away from the hyenas. You don't want to be near one. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. What was that?
Hummingbirds.
And who was that?
Hare.
A hare, good. And who was this?
Hippo.
And?
Horse.
And? Okay, I'll show you. What's that?
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog. Hedgehog. And?
Honey.
Honey. And?
Hyena.
Hyena. Very good. And that's good. We've done 7 out of 10 on the first day. So that is a good start. All right, Miss Berfine. Last week, we started looking at these words. And Berfine, would you please pronounce the words for me?
Gold, salt, roast, coal, show, bowl, snow, coast, slow, flat, float, flat.
Good job. Good correcting.
Soak, loaf, scald, gross, blow.
Very good. You did a good job. Which one of these is a kind of rock that you can burn to heat your house? Very good. All right. Oh, the bioluminescent creatures, they live near It's kind of like a beach. The coast. The coast.
Oh, yes.
The coast. Okay. And lastly, this is when your brother gets in trouble and mom and dad say, don't you do that again. That was very bad.
Scold.
Scold, right. Okay. Unless you're the one in trouble and they tell you not. Okay. Berfine, which one of those words means you put something underwater?
Underwater. No. Blow.
Soak. Soak. You put
Soak.
something underwater. Which one of those is a big, big piece of bread?
Loaf.
Loaf. Right. Loaf. Very good. Okay. Berfine, that is a good start. I'm going to copy the words here. Okay. And I'll put them in the chat in just a minute. Okay. So Berfine, here are the words to help you out. Okay. Word number 1 is the word.
I don't understand. What do we... show.
Show. Right. Word number 2.
Roast.
Word number 3.
Scold.
Word number 4.
Blow.
Right. Word number 5.
Float.
6.
6. Gold.
Gold. 7.
Gross.
8.
Coast.
9.
Salt.
10.
Bowl.
Right. 11.
Coal.
12.
Slow.
Did you number 12? SL.
Yes. Slow.
Oh, okay. Okay. Number 13.
Loaf.
Number 14.
Snow.
And number 15.
Just a minute.
To put into water. To put underwater.
Soak.
Soak. Very good. Soak. Berfine, soak. Let me just give you a quick example. Oh, look at this woman. I think her feet hurt, so she is soaking her feet in water.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe she had a long day and her feet hurt a little bit. Now here, before you cook beans, you soak them in water.
Oh, yes.
So that person is soaking some beans. They're soaking your feet again. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Boy, there's lots of pictures of soaking your feet. Oh, this. Berfine, if your shirt is very dirty, you might soak it in water and let it soak for an hour, and then you wash it.
Yes.
Okay. So you put it under the water, you soak it in the water. Okay, Berfine?
Okay.
Okay. Berfine, the other day when we met, we were looking at this from the story.
The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Chapter 2, The Scarecrow.
Okay. In chapter 2, we're on slide 23.
Dorothy followed the yellow brick road all afternoon, and then she wondered where she would sleep. All the munch, she was famous,
I'm not well.
said the Scarecrow.
I'm stuck to this pole. Can you
hear
help
it?
me?
Yes.
Straw men are very light, so Dorothy was able to easily lift him from the pole,
Thank you.
said the Scarecrow.
I feel better now.
You're welcome, said Dorothy,
Who are you?
asked the Scarecrow.
And where are you going?
My name is Dorothy, and I'm going to the Emerald City to see the Wizard of Oz,
Where is the Emerald City? And who is Oz?
asked the Scarecrow. Don't you know? Dorothy asked in surprise,
No, I don't know anything.
answered the Scarecrow sadly.
My head is made of straw, so I have no brain.
Oh no, no brain.
Oh, said Dorothy. I'm sorry to hear that. Oz is a great wizard,
Do you think Oz could give me a brain?
asked the Scarecrow hopefully. I don't know, said Dorothy. But come with me and we will ask him together. I'm scared to go and see the wizard alone. Are you scared?
Oh, I'm not afraid.
Answered the Scarecrow.
I'll tell you a secret. There is only one thing in the world that I am afraid of.
A farmer who made you? Interrupted Dorothy,
Oh no,
said the Scarecrow.
I'm afraid of fire.
Let's not talk about fire and scary things, said Dorothy. Tell me a story,
Me?
exclaimed the Scarecrow.
My life has been too short. I was made only 2 days ago. Why don't you tell me about the place you are from?
Dorothy told the Scarecrow about her aunt and uncle and their farm in Kansas. She was very sad,
Why are you sad?
asked the Scarecrow.
You said Kansas is dull and boring. Why do you want to go back?
Because, my brainless friend, there's no place like home, said Dorothy, weeping.
Shall we spend the night over there?
Asked the Scarecrow, pointing to a cottage. Okay, said Dorothy. The next morning when Dorothy woke up, she said, I need water,
Why do you need water?
asked the Scarecrow. I need water to wash my face and to drink with breakfast, she replied,
Being alive sounds inconvenient.
said the Scarecrow.
You need to sleep, wash, eat, and drink. But you have a brain, and I'd do anything for a brain.
Behind the cottage, they found a clear spring. Dorothy realized she didn't have much bread left, so she was glad her friend didn't eat. After breakfast, Dorothy was startled to hear what sounded like a low groan. The noise came from the forest nearby. What was that? Asked Dorothy fearfully.
I don't know,
Said the Scarecrow.
but we should go look. Someone may be hurt.
They heard another low groan. Look! Shouted Dorothy. What's that through the trees? They entered the forest and were amazed at what they saw. A man made of tin and holding an axe stood frozen, as if he was about to chop a tree.
Okay. Berfine, I typed a lot of words while we were reading this. The Scarecrow has no brain.
Yes.
What is a brain?
It's the brain is you use brain for think.
Right, and it's up here, right? Right, very good. And she is going to see the Wizard of Oz. And do you see what I wrote about Wizard Sihirbaz?
Sihirbaz.
And one of the things she said is one of the most famous lines in this book. There's no place like home.
Yes.
There's no place like home. Now, he said being a human is inconvenient because you need water and you have to eat and you have to sleep. The Scarecrow does not sleep, does not need water, and does not eat.
Yes.
Okay. And then they hear a groan. What is a groan?
Like her.
Yes, like a sound, like a oh sound is a groan. Okay. All right. And then the man is made of tin. And do you see what I wrote for tin? Teneke?
Teneke.
Yeah, a kind of metal. Now, I wanted to show you real quickly the movie, The Wizard of Oz. Now, when I put this on, have you ever seen this movie before? Have you seen this? Okay, just watch real quickly. Here's Dorothy. Here's her dog Toto. And this is when they meet the Scarecrow. You ready? Okay. So that's when Dorothy met the Scarecrow. And Berfine, can you guess the actor who plays the Scarecrow? Do you know what he did in real life?
No.
He was actually a dancer, okay, in real life. Now let me put this on here and let's just see a little.
I knew I was underwater. I just didn't realize I was this underwater. If you're
Again.
Just touch your
Who? They come from miles around here because I haven't got a brain.
Wizard of Oz to help me.
You're going to see a wizard? Do you think if I went with you, this wizard? Yes, that's true. Afraid of anything?
Now here's where he says the only thing he's afraid of is
Except a lighted match.
I
fire.
don't blame you for that.
But I'd face a whole box full of them for the chance of getting some brains.
So he wants to go with her. Bye, Burfine. See you next time.
I won't be